have this Monday session together to have our inner happiness time together. Today, we have Monk Daniel as our teaching monk. So before we start our session, let's pay our respect to Monk Daniel by bowing 3 times. First bow, second bow, and third bow. Thank you. May I invite Monk Daniel to start the session?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. It's good to see everyone on Mind Stories again on Monday. Today is the day before Valentine's Day this week. I don't know if anyone is celebrating, but you should celebrate the most important partner, or the most important thing that you should love is yourself too. Don't forget that. A lot of people, they are focused on other things on that day for some people, but Long Paul would say that the best way to celebrate that day is to find the Valentine that is waiting for you inside, which has always been there waiting for you, is the happiness in your mind. And that's the partner that will stay with you until you die and actually continue to stay with you into the future, because it's your own mind and it goes with you everywhere you go, all day, 24 hours. So you should make your mind a happy place, a place that you love, a place that you feel comfortable in, and you'll feel never alone. But if we don't have happiness on the inside, we don't have that energy of peace coming from inside, the positivity of mind, you don't want to steal your mind. You're afraid to steal your mind. You don't want to be alone, right? Because you feel like you need the happiness from someone or something else. When you meditate more, you will find that you have this unlimited source of happiness, love, positivity inside of you that you can access anytime, anywhere, and it'll be with you all the time. And if you ever need something to support you, you can find it inside from your own mind. When you still it, when you relax it, the encouragement, the support, the wisdom will come automatically when your mind is quiet, when your mind is still. But for most people, we like to keep it busy, so we never get a chance to see or feel that feeling of what does it feel like for your mind to be still? What does it feel like for your mind to be in that state of stopping, where Tongpu said is stop is the key to success. So hopefully today you understand that, because I see someone else join, that okay, this week we need to start our week with inner peace, inner happiness, inner positivity, and we can go into tomorrow and every other day with a positive mind, and that will help us to have not only a beautiful Monday, but a beautiful rest of the week, where you don't have to wait for the weekend to take a break. You can take a break right now, and you can take a break anytime you want by meditating. Don't forget that you have your own way or technique to find that happiness inside you. All you have to do is simple: relax your body, relax your mind. The way you relax your mind, we have to learn to be able to let go. The thing that's stopping your mind from being relaxed is you're not letting go of the thing that you're holding on to, that is making you feel angry, making you feel anxiety, making you feel stress, making you feel sad, whatever it may be. So we need to learn to let go of. It's like you are holding on to something, right? If you want to let go of something, you have to relax. You have to release. You can't keep grasping onto something. So your mind is the same. We have to let go, we have to relax of the thing of the past or the future, and that's when you'll start to feel the happiness inside. So when you meditate and you feel like, oh, I don't feel happy yet, I don't feel good yet, it's because your mind is still holding on to something, and that's okay. It will take a little bit of time. Just continue to slowly. It's like if you're holding on to something very tightly, right? You need the mantra or the visualization to help you to forget to hold on to this. So you change your focus from holding on to the cup to over here. And your mind luckily can only focus on one thing at a time. So when you change the focus to the mantra, the visualization, it will help you to let go of whatever was bothering you before that or keeping your mind busy. So don't forget, and you'll be able to access that peace and happiness inside before you know it. So it's very good for see all of you. And now let's take some time to meditate for yourself so you can find that make your sorry, excuse me, make your mind a happy place, make your mind a positive place, and then we can talk or have any questions about our experience after. So I would like to invite everyone to meditate, and then we'll continue with any questions or sharing after the meditation. So thank you everyone, and I hope you will enjoy the meditation together. So let's take some time on this Monday to make our beginning of the week a positive one. No matter what happened or what's about to happen, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what we can control right now, which is the present. Now it's time for us to relax, to rest, to take it easy. By simply starting the same way, never skipping or rushing the basics, making sure that our body is comfortable and relaxed, that we're sitting in a position that we can maintain relaxingly, comfortably, without any tension or tightness, as we slowly and gently close our eyes. Closing our eyes in a way where we feel like we're about to rest, about to sleep. We should treat this meditation like a time to rest. Don't treat it like a job or a special task that you need to do, like a checklist. We need to treat it like our time to rest, to relax, to release. Don't worry about any other experiences or anything profound. The most special experience and profound experience you can get from meditation is the pure and true happiness that can only come when the mind is still. So let's aim for that. Let's make that our goal. And then everything else will happen on its own, naturally, when the time is right. So just continue to relax and release every muscle. To help you relax, just focus on your breath. Softly and gently, breathing in the relaxation and breathing out, releasing, relaxing. We can even imagine that when we breathe in positivity, as if your breath is bringing in the relaxation helping to ease, to soothe, to coax, helping every part of your body to relax. As we breathe out, allowing any tension or stress, tightness to leave, leaving us with only relaxation, as if our body is clear, empty. Empty meaning that there's no space for anything else other than relaxation. Imagining like our body is empty and clear, almost like our body is like a crystal. There's no organs, there's nothing. And we can continue to relax our body. Our mind will begin to also release easier. Actually, our meditation has already started from the moment we began to relax, to release. And now all we need to do is make sure every step we take helps to increase our relaxation, our comfort, as we create this foundation. All we need to do is bring our mind from traveling outside, back inside, back to the center of the body. That is 2 finger widths above our navel, in the middle of our abdomen. That's the point that our mind will go. That's the point that our mind goes. It's already familiar with it. We just don't realize it. This point is where our mind goes to sleep. This point is where our mind is born. This point is the point where our mind goes inside, deeper and deeper in our meditation. Your mind is familiar with it, but it tends to forget to come back because we are so used to thinking. But that's okay. Let's bring our mind gradually back by letting go of anything and everything, allowing our mind to come back to the present. We need to stop carrying or holding onto things that are hurting us, distracting us. Allow yourself to be free for this time right now. You can be. Just bring your mind to the present with the mantra, with the visualization, or even both. Visualizing the image of your choice in a way that is relaxing and comforting. Just like any journey we take, it's important to have a companion that knows the way, someone that you feel comfortable with, familiar with. We need to treat our visualization, our mantra, the same way. The mantra and the visualization will bring your mind like a guide to the present. And in that present, we will find the door to happiness that opens from within. Right now, we just need to check and observe how we feel. Listen to how you feel. Meaning, if our mind is quiet and peaceful already, we don't need to do anything else. We can just let our mind be. We can just sit and enjoy the feeling. We don't need to do anything. We're in the right place, in the right feeling already. Or for some of us, we may feel distracted. We may feel off balance. Then we need to adjust. We need to use the mantra, repeating in your mind, Samma Araham, Samma Araham, Samma Araham. Allowing our mind to only focus on that mantra. It will help us to slowly and gradually let go of any distraction coming from the outside or coming from inside our own mind. Or if that's not enough, we can also visualize. Using the image of our choice, whether it's the moon, the sun, a crystal sphere, something that's easy and familiar. But the key thing is to examine gently and lightly how we feel as we do or use the method. If we do it correctly, we will feel that everything is good. Or at the bare minimum, it will feel neutral. Now all we need to do is stay in the present contently, patiently, and that neutrality will increase. The relaxation will grow of both body and mind. As long as our mind is conscious and comfortable at the same time. Every second, every moment, our mind is becoming more refined, more clear, more bright, more positive. Because when our mind is conscious and comfortable in the present, our mind is free, our mind is pure, and our mind will become still. the greed, the anger, the delusion will stop, and the happiness, compassion, and understanding will start. All we need to do is to follow our comfort and trust it will take us to where our mind needs to go. As long as we feel comfort of both body and mind, we have everything that we need to succeed. And every moment that we're in balance, where our mind isn't too tight, where our mind isn't too loose, where our mind feels just right, the longer we stay here, the more benefit we will receive. It's like we're standing in a stream of positivity. The longer we stay here, the more clean, the more positive your mind will become. And just like anything, the more you clean it, the more bright and clear it will become. The darkness in your mind, the negativity in your mind, it won't stay forever. It can't stay. When your mind is relaxed and at peace, it's like a positive energy that will push out that darkness, clear away that negativity, allowing your mind to only have space for positivity and happiness to grow. So let's continue to meditate together, observing our comfort and simply watching. As long as the comfort is increasing, our mind is becoming still, we're practicing correctly. But at any moment where you feel off balance, we can simply adjust. If it's too comfortable, where we're not focused, where we feel like our mind is sleepy or distracted, we need to increase the mindfulness by using the visualization or the mantra again. Or we can open our eyes to reset, readjust as many times as we need. And when you feel in balance again, our meditation will go in the right direction and continue. So let's continue to meditate together in silence. As we meditate, we should softly and gently check every once in a while, making sure that we're still in balance, where we feel conscious and comfortable at the same time. We will know that we're in balance because our body and our mind will tell us. It should feel easier. It should feel more relaxing. And our mind will gradually become more quiet, more still. But the way we can check if we're off balance or we're not conscious and comfortable at the same time is that we'll feel obstacles coming. The obstacles in meditation will only come when the mind isn't conscious and comfortable at the same time. It means we're either too conscious, meaning that we're using too much force, too much effort, or we're too comfortable, too loose, to the point where our mind is drifting, our mind is drowsy. Either way, it's okay. We can simply and easily adjust by increasing or decreasing according to how we feel. This is the key to meditating well, and it will help us to meditate longer, naturally training your mind to stay in balance, to be used to being still. So please, don't hesitate to adjust as many times as you need. And when you feel comfortable and at ease, we don't need to do anything. Everything will happen on its own. For some of us, we may see something, whether it's visual, whether it's in front of us, covering us, whatever the image is. It's only coming because your mind is still and refined. We don't need to pay attention to the details. Just keep going, keep relaxing. Place your mind the same way you would before the image came. Just keep walking, keep going. สัพเพพุทธาภลปัตตาปัจเจกนังชยังพลังอรหันตานันเตเชระคังปันธามิสัพพโสสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสัทธาโสธีภวันตุเต By the power of the positivity generated in the meditation, may that positive energy bless us in every way. And when we are ready, we may slowly and gently open our eyes. Okay, welcome back everyone. I hope you had a good meditation, a little bit more silent time than usual, so you can go a little bit deeper. I would like to pass the session back to our moderator first, and then we can continue with any questions or sharing after.
Thank you, Monk Daniel. After the great meditation session, let's have a good photo taking session. So please show your big smile, show your relaxed smile, so that we can have a group photo together. Smile. Keep smiling. Thank you. Photo has been taken. Next, we will have the Q&A session. So please type in the chat box if you have any questions, and Monk Daniel will help us out. Pass the session back to Monk Daniel. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for your lovely smiles, and also if you could please, like normally, tell me how you felt from 1 to 5, and if you could expand on that, that would be wonderful as well. Yeah, why did you feel like a 4 today? Why did you feel like a 1 today? Why did you feel like, for example? And if you have any questions, please feel free to share as well. Okay. Okay, a lot of 4s and 3s today. Very good. 2 because my mind was too busy today. It's okay. Some days our mind is busier than others. So sometimes it's not that we're practicing wrong, maybe just need some more time to quiet it. And if you find that today was very busy, we have to kind of observe, why was it so busy today, and how can I maintain my mind in the future so my mind doesn't get too overwhelmed when I come to meditate. And for some days maybe we can't really help it. It's just, we were really busy that day, and that's okay. Just know that, okay, maybe today or maybe later we need to meditate a little bit longer. Maybe find some time to sit down and meditate longer than normal later after today, before you go to sleep, to make sure that you can clear it out. Very good. A lot of 4s today, almost 5, but even a 4 is good. Sometimes, even a feeling of equanimity, a feeling of being neutral, that's actually also a very good feeling. So don't be discouraged if you don't feel blissful or overwhelming happiness. That's okay. As long as you feel content and satisfied, fulfilled, and it means you're on the right path. And Paul would say it's similar to, there's no end to the happiness that you can feel. It will increase the longer you meditate, the longer you practice. So right now you may feel like a 4. If you keep going, it'll get to a 5. It will do it automatically. Just take time to sit and quiet your mind more deeply, and then as you quiet the mind more deeply, it gets out, it gets rid of all the negativity in your mind. So it allows the happiness in your mind to grow. Maybe in the beginning it's just a small seed, but as you give it more time, it's going to grow and sprout and become a big tree, a bigger tree, and you'll feel even more and more happiness the longer it grows. From Jesse, from Adele, good feelings. Yes, we have to listen to our feelings, especially tomorrow is the day of hearts and love. You have to listen to how you feel when you meditate as well. Listen to your heart in meditation as well. It will tell you you're practicing correctly or not. When you feel good, when you feel positive, you're on the right path. But when you feel something is off, that means, okay, listen to yourself, listen to how you feel and react. Don't keep hurting yourself if you feel uncomfortable in meditation. The longer you go being uncomfortable, the more damage you're going to do to yourself. So please follow your feelings. From Marky Mark, 2.5, lots of random images. Oh. It can be distracting when you have visual thoughts or random images that you didn't really plan on arising in your mind. So in that case, if the thoughts and random thoughts or the random images are kind of non-stop, and the visualization of, you're trying to battle it with visualization with the crystal sphere, or imagining the moon, the sun, to try to confront those images to keep you focused on one image rather than a lot of images. If that doesn't work, just open your eyes. Say cut, like you're the director, end scene, cut. Like if right now, if I turn off stop video, okay, my picture is gone. The same way, when you don't like the picture, just turn it off by opening your eyes. And it may feel counterintuitive in the beginning, where you open your eyes and like, oh, I have to do it so often. But actually, it trains your mind to cut the process quicker. If you keep going with it, it's gonna train your mind to keep doing that, keep thinking that. So sometimes you have to cut it. If you do it like, I wouldn't say maybe 5-10 times, and it's gonna lessen, and then come back to using the visualization, or come back to using the mantra as an extra bonus, an extra shield. And that can really help with the random images. Because in the end, if you give into the images, like you go with them, or you try to, watch them until it's over, it's gonna be from like, it's not gonna end. It's gonna keep going. Because your mind it wants you to do that. Keep looking, keep adding to, it's like adding fuel to the fire. It's gonna keep going and going. So just put it out by opening your eyes would be better. Okay. For anyone else, I'm sure someone else will feel this way or encounter this way. So please don't forget. Thanks, Mark, for sharing. I hope everyone else will use this technique in the future. From Jesse, today's session is good. Stay empty mind for about 30 minutes. Wow. Mind jump out at the last 10. Okay. At least you starting to train your monkey mind, right? And want to stay still for 30 minutes, and then eventually it wants to jump out. It's okay. 30 minutes is a long time to be still, so you should be proud of yourself, especially you had to go to work today, you had to do many different things today. So 30 minutes of being still, I think, is amazing. If you ask anyone that hasn't practiced meditation, you said, I can keep my mind still for 30 minutes, I think they would be surprised, right? So be very proud of yourself, and the last 10 minutes is okay. Sometimes our capacity, our strength of mind to stay still is only so much a day or every session. But as we practice more consistently, we practice more often, that strength of mind to stay still, that habit of your mind being still will get longer naturally. So for now, you can do 30 minutes. In the future, you can do an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours if you keep practicing. Let's see if I have any questions first. Okay, Elsa, one question. When we relax, I start doing the breathing exercise to concentrate faster. Okay. Yes, breathing meditation is actually one of the, I guess, foundation, is one of the foundations of meditation, where you breathe in and you breathe out. There's many traditions where you focus on the rising and falling of your stomach, but it's just a technique to bring your mind to concentrate. Exactly. Concentrate on what? On one thing. Focus on your breathing rather than 1,000 things, different images, different thoughts. Focus on your breathing coming in and out. But eventually you also want to let go of in and out and just be left with nothing. So you do it until you feel comfortable and you feel quiet. You feel that your mind is becoming quiet. You find that you feel more relaxed. And when you feel like that, you don't need to really focus on your breath anymore. You can also let go of it. So yes, you can use it to concentrate faster, to be still. But once you feel still, you feel relaxed, we can let go of our breath. Okay. Okay, I would like to know what to do when I see a bright light, almost like a door opens and I was being dragged along. My natural urge was to apply a brake. I was almost as if I felt I want to get back in control. Oh, in this case, don't have to fight it. It's not like a current in the water where it's dangerous and it'll pull you out to sea. No, no, no. If you feel a current pulling you in meditation, there's nothing that's gonna harm you or make your meditation worse inside. Just go with the flow, go with that feeling, and it will take you to a different place inside of your mind where you feel more deeply, more refined. It's just a state where your mind is becoming more refined, so it's entering a new state and transitioning. And in that transition, it can be a little bit exciting or a little bit strange in the beginning, but just trust that you're going to be okay, and just follow that feeling first. And that brightness coming is just, as I said, your mind will become, as your mind becomes refined, the darkness in your mind won't stay. Our mind is always luminous, but as we think, as we go through so many different activities, our mind becomes dark and clouded. So when we close our eyes, we feel like it's darkness inside of us. But when we quiet our mind, still our mind, that darkness will fade. It's not just a metaphor. You can experience it. Keep going. So when you see that, try to not immediately wonder, where is that light coming from? Just know it's coming because my mind is becoming refined, and just try to stay with that feeling of where you feel comfortable before that image came, before that brightness came. If you can't find that image, find that spot, that's okay. We can open your eyes. If you feel off track, open your eyes and then close your eyes again and then go back in. And don't worry about if that brightness is going to come again. Don't worry about if that feeling is going to come again. It will come automatically when your mind is still. So we have to go back. Hey, what was I doing before that? And try to do it again. Okay. I meditated earlier today and I had a really great session where everything faded to white. It was as if I melted away. This evening I had endless images appearing in front of me, so it took a long time to settle, but I got somewhere peaceful in the end. Satu. Oh, very good. Yeah, I actually had a similar experience in the past when I was a lay person, or before I ordained, and it was the first time when I came into the program to ordain as a monk. It's like that we haven't ordained yet, and I remember meditating and it had the same experience. It was like I was just in a white space. It was very bright, very peaceful, very happy, right? And yeah, that's the experience that told me, okay, I need to keep going. I like this feeling. What else is there in the meditation? So yeah, that inspired me to keep meditating. So thank you for sharing. I hope everyone can experience something similar, but there's also many other things that you can experience. So don't worry if you haven't got that yet. Fiona, I'm experiencing anxiety lately. Is the answer to keep meditating? Anxiety usually comes from our mind isn't really in the present. It's holding on to something, or it's worrying about something, or it's in the future, putting pressure on your mind. So if you meditate more, you'll train your mind to kind of change that focus to right here, right now. So if you feel very anxious, I really recommend to use the breathing in and out, and also use the mantra or the visualization to kind of coax your mind to let go of the anxiety. So it will get better over time as you meditate. And sometimes, I look back at myself back in university when I used to meditate, and 5 minutes seemed like a very long time to stay still. I felt very anxious, not only just mentally, but physically. I want to move, I want to get up. So as you meditate more, that anxiousness, both physically and mentally, it will lessen. It will lessen. So keep going, Fiona, and bring your mind to the present. Okay, so we are kind of out of time. It's wonderful to to see everyone again on Monday, and I hope you continue to meditate not only on Monday, but please continue to meditate anytime, anywhere, and as often as possible when you have free time, because time isn't free. So every time that goes away, we can't get it back. And if you use your time wisely, the best way to use your time is to maintain your mind to be happy, right? Because in the end, everyone's goal in life is to be happy. And we have the best tool right now to make yourself happy. So please don't forget that, and use it as often as you need. And you'll find that you'll never feel lonely. You'll never feel empty in the way that you are, lost. If you're lost, you'll find the way out when you meditate. So thank you, everyone, and hope to see you next Thursday and also next Monday.
Thank you very much, Monk Daniel, for your guidance today and also the kind advice to us. So I hope all of us can meditate more and bring more friends to join our Mind Story session on Monday and Thursday. So next session is on Thursday. Do bring more friends. And before we end the session, let's pay our respect to Monk Daniel by bowing 3 times. First bow. Second bow. And third bow.
So, with all the positive energy that you have done by meditating every day and in the past, and all the positive deeds that you have done until now, may all that positive energy come together to help bless you, to protect you, to look after you, keeping you healthy of both body and mind, keeping you free from any suffering, or if we do encounter any suffering, maybe find the way out easily and smoothly. And most importantly, may this positive energy help you to meditate even deeper and access the inner happiness inside of you quickly and more deeply very soon.
Sadhu. Thank you very much. See you all this Thursday. Bye. Have a good day.